See, black people need to understand, if we're all just from the townships, we're not gonna make it. If we're all just from the suburbs, we're not gonna make it. Our duality is what makes us strong.
Social media, they basically prey on people's insecurities and all that shit just to keep the shit going. So they're just adding to that shit. Like,
you could take this bitch to Dubai. When you get to Dubai, she sees the nigga selling clothes there, and she's like, oh, and she fucks him for the clothes.
They know they cap. They're more cap than Colin Kaepernick, bro. Like, shit.
When
Colin Kaepernick takes the knee for justice, they take the knee for dick. Like, they know which side.
Hey, bo. Where's
Bruh, this is just all cap, bruh. Like, bro, all cap like FW de Klerk's hairline, bruh. Like, shit.
Let Me Mansplain Podcast.
Hello.
Yo, I was gonna roast the fuck out them, straight up.
Especially that hairline.
Shit at them.
Hey, that hairline, bro.
Oh, that's a hairline of presidents.
Look Joshua Doe.
Bro, yo.
Joshua Doe.
We already started. We might as well keep going, bro.
Bruh.
You know, FW the man got the Joshua Doe cut.
Bruh. I think that used to be his like nickname back in the day that people made. Joshua Doe.
That's mad, bro. Joshua Doe. No way. Huh.
I
bro,
know that's like, but yeah.
But FW, bro. FW the Klerk, bro. There's nothing much to say then. Like, what took so long, bro?
Sensational.
What took so long? This man was fighting. He was like remember that Prince of England nigga that just croaked a couple months back.
Nah,
these niggas are feeding on the souls of kids. This is why they go so long, bro.
Oh yes, daddy.
Nah. Like, how old was he? Like 85, 80 something. That was decent. That was decent. It wasn't like Prince Philip, bro. Prince Philip was fighting for a hundo. He was fighting for 100, bro. No, Philip.
I thought FW was. I always thought FW was older. It's just he just didn't look in good shape.
Yeah, the cancer.
People age like bananas, bro.
Damn! I think he had cancer. He had something though.
Nah, it's not cancer.
Hope the cancer's okay.
It's the soul.
Sensational.
I'm coming in for
Sensational.
Sensational.
Bro, yo, this is the souls of our ancestors that pulled his hairline and was too cold. They were working too long. If it's all cocoa beds, it took a bit too long. They were too patient with the man. You should have gave him those good combos. But yeah.
You see,
I think that.
You see, I feel as if since he was a former president, he deserves a song. And if you guys know the song, yo, niggas can join in with me. Loa, 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 loa. Loa, loa, keep saying
Sensational.
Loa, loa. Aye, bruh. That nigga was hell, bruh. Like, you know, man's even said that apartheid wasn't a crime to humanity. And it's like
crime against humanity.
Bruh,
which shows us, bro, that moment shows us that, bro, this guy didn't give up the power because it was because of his humanity and he wanted to change the status quo. It's because sanctions, between sanctions and just the political will down the throats of the NP at the time, bro, they couldn't let up, they couldn't let it go. So what they did is they handed power to the ANC, but before they did, they trashed the country absolutely. Dirty bunch.
Bro, I've always wanted to know what Mandela actually gave up. Like, yes, he did. Like, okay, it's gonna be controversial, but yes, he did sell us out, but then he sold us out for a reason.
No, whoa. Before, wait, pause. We are putting on the tinfoil hat.
Niggas, come on. It's not even tinfoil. Everyone knows that shit.
Hey. Before we put on the tinfoil, let's put on the sensationalism. Let's put on the sensationalism and I'm here to remind you pleasantly that you are tuned into the world's most sensational podcast. The Let Me Mansplain Podcast with yours truly, the bringer of truth, dropper of gems, the man you hate to love and love to hate, Mr. Fear Bavaria in your area. Let's get it.
Yo, man, this is Wesley Sniper, shooting from a distance like Roberto Carlos.
Ayi uKA.N.E wakhafela mangisaza mkhokhela imali yakhe unkabini isende lakhe ke le lenza labantu afoba kupheples lekhipisa ngenamngani.
And this is the Let Me Mansplain podcast, where everything goes, just as long as you can mansplain it. What up?
No, bro, before we carry on, Yazi, someone said to me that whenever they hear K.A.N.'s intro, like they say your parts, like just the Fear Bavaria parts, and then they say my intro, and then they just say kutu 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 kutu. Never they don't know how to say it, so they just say kutu 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 kutu. Yo, bro. Nonsense.
Bro, like K.A.N.'s out of all our interests, bro, K.A.N.'s one gives me the most energy, bro. Even though it's Aksoni Tagazelo Zam, but I still rate it. It gives me the power. I can feel it, bro. It's like, hey, bonga. God damn it, why am I not? I feel like my ancestors, they frown upon me every time K.A.N. goes and does his thing. Like, hey, nigga, who's the bringer of gems? Hey, bro.
Hey, bro,
but speaking of our ancestors, bro,
yeah,
I wonder when the Klerk shows up to heaven's gates, are the niggas waiting for him there? Like, hey, bro,
who said he's going to heaven?
Wow, Chris,
no, he's going to heaven's gates.
He is. Oh, he's definitely going to heaven, bro. He's
going to heaven's gates.
That's where all the black people are. Yeah, he's definitely going.
He's not getting inside. All the homies, he's going to stand outside the club. He's going to stand out.
All the homies going to beat his ass up outside the club. Then they're going to let him. Then they're going to be like, yeah, sometimes wait.
Before all of that, before they beat him up, they all stand there at the front of the case. Be like, how you going to hate from outside of the club when you can't even get in?
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Bro, I can picture him on that elevator thing, like he's thinking, we here. He's thinking already, I can't wait to see my man pick Boity. I can't wait to see my man Ronald Reagan. Can't wait to see my man Adolf Hitler. Then he's sitting in the line, waiting there, looking around like, where my niggas at though? What? Where my niggas at though?
I know that man is just on a conveyor belt that turns all the way around again. He's just on the wrong escalator.
Damn.
Ooh,
sensational.
So sensational. So sensational. Bro, you know what's the most irritating thing about this, yeah? There's always going to be the bootlicking niggas who are going to simp for the white man, bro. People be like, oh, guys, you can't celebrate, you know, because... And these are darkies, mind you. You know, you can't celebrate, you know. It's not dignitary. It's like a human being's life and all of that stuff, you know. Like we have to hold together, South Africans and the Rainbow Nation, my foot slack.
Get the fuck out of here!
Ha.
Nah, bro. Like, listen.
Nation.
All that shit went out the window after looting. Fuck this Rainbow Nation shit. After the looting shit, we saw what's niggas don't give a damn. So when we see someone who inflicted pain,
forgot about that, bro.
Niggas, when you see people who inflicted pain and suffering on millions of people, and when you see someone dying under their dictatorship, we're gonna turn up.
Yeah,
it's gonna be lit, bro. We all wanna smoke that loud pack.
Yo, pass that shit.
You know what it is? We all wanna smoke that loud pack. Where's my lighter? Fuck. I don't know where my lighter is. Yo, bro. I haven't smoked in a million years. Don't know where that shit is.
Yo, look at flexing on your cleanliness.
No.
Man is detoxed fully.
No. Like sometimes
you're not
need
detoxed.
a break. No. I am. Like you just need a break sometimes, just to. Yeah, I've been cooking more and all that shit. Like just, you know how actually, not to get far off FW Klerk, because really we're not talking about that nigga, bro. But like you get to a point where like once you like sober for let's say more than 3 weeks, you sit and you're like, hey boo, the time actually does go faster. Because when you're sober, I mean when you're high or when you're drunk, time goes slow as a motherfucker. Hey,
you savor the moment. You definitely savor moments,
bro.
Like
everything feels like an
moments,
event. You're just like, let's do this. I was talking to someone recently.
Yes,
and
we're
just like, yo, bro. We're just talking about like how we need to have one more sesh before like we leave this area. And we're like, yeah, we need to have one more search. And we started reminiscing on like last year, especially last year about pandemic. You see, if you weren't drinking or smoking or whatever during the pandemic, I salute you. If you weren't intoxicated during the pandemic, I salute you, because all of us were fucked up. We used to have this thing called Spice Jizzle Tuesdays. I mentioned it a few pods ago. Spice Gold Tuesdays, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, buy Spice Gold, weed. Hey, bro, we'd turn up to trap, and every single time we'd end off with listening to Katie Price. She gon' eat this Molly like it's rice.
Bentley truck, yeah, that's my choice. My choice, all right, yeah. Oh, that ad lib. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait. Before we jump back to our scheduled program, Yazi, I actually want to for the first time, we're gonna do a mansplain apology. I want to apologize to Drake, because last week we flamed that nigga's like he ain't gonna do shit. I even added Kevin Hart, bro. I even added that drop.
Yeah.
He did something. He called the OG and said, "Yay."
About what? About what?
Get it?
Oh wow. Okay.
Sensational.
What happened?
Didn't you see the video?
I don't even know either.
Didn't you see the video of Ye?
No.
Of Ye saying, asking Drake to piece it up so they can do the concerts for Larry Hoover, and J Prince was standing next to Kanye, like dead silence.
Oh,
are you serious?
Dead silence. He just stood there with his shades on. That's what I'm saying. It's ish. My bad, Drizzy. Because you're like, he ain't going to. He did do something. He called his OG. Literally, J Prince just stood there next to Kanye. Kanye was reading off his phone. He's like, "Hi, Ye here, J Prince here, and I'd like to reach out to Drake and say let's end this feud and get together to do a concert for the release of Larry Hoover." Man got serious real quick, and just last week we were like, no one can tell him what to do, and yeah, they told him what to do.
No. I don't believe that's actually what happened, because wait, we were wilding out because we heard what he said on Drink Champs, right?
Yeah.
Drink Champs, yeah.
Exactly. He was with him. He said it in, like, I've watched the interview like 3 times already. He said it in the interview that he was with J Prince a day ago.
No, definitely.
He said that in the interview.
No,
now,
definitely.
Here's where I'm going with it. My thing is, there's no calls that Drizzy made. Drizzy didn't make no calls. This was an announcement I feel that was going to come out anyway. It was going to happen. It was bound to happen, because I feel like they had spoken about it and they were just waiting for the right timing. And there was no better timing than this. I feel like if J Prince made the call, it's because he made the call, not because Drake told him, or Drake was like, "Yo, are you seeing this nigga right now?" No, it's because J Prince was like, "Yo, but I was just talking to you yesterday." It's not because Drizzy did something.
No. I hear that you're providing logic. I'm just guessing it. I hear the logic behind it. Yeah, bro, honestly, because here's what I think happened. Vele, they did speak about this whole thing, but now it's literally above the both of them. It's above Ye and Drake now, to way above them now, because now they're talking OGs. It's like, Ye, get my brother out of prison. And the Ye doing that speech was not written by Ye. I don't believe so. They gave it to him like, I wrote something small for you, read this thing here. It was like a suicide note. Probably they had a gun on the other side of the camera. Who knows? But no. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They could have spread this message anyway, anyhow, but the fact that Ye did it, and the way he just didn't sound comfortable. It just sounded like they pressured him a little bit. They put the squeeze on him a little bit. But like, I feel as if now it's way above Drake and Kanye Vele, but they're just doing it in public so that the two biggest artists who drop like the two biggest albums of the year can come together and show awareness, or puts whatever.
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
Put shine lights on the Larry Hoover situation so that they can, push the things. Because finally, if Kanye says he's GG, that's his OG, and then J Prince is Drake's OG, so it makes total and complete sense. And yeah, you know what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but nah, that was just man, just seemed a little too uncomfortable.
And J Prince as actually homies with Larry Hoover from way back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. He's
this
like,
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's saying to Kanye, okay, sure, but now use your powers to get my nigga out. Stop this bullshit that you keep doing to Drake. That's what I'm saying. He used Ye for that. He's like, no, when you keep inciting this beef with Drake, stop it now. Like that's what I'm saying. Jay Prince was the one who said, hey, bro, come to Houston and let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is though, I love what you said that like Kanye keeps inciting the violence or like the whole beef. But when you listen to Kanye or Ye, my bad, when you listen to Ye on the Drink Champs thing, the whole time it seems as if he was pushed into that position. He makes it seem as if like when he made an example of Drake being close friends with the Kardashians and knowing pretty much everyone in the fucking house, and then making those snide comments about Kim. Yo, because he says that nobody else knew but me who he was talking about at the time, right? So I feel as if at some point, we can go, Kanye is inciting the violence, but Drake knows what the fuck he was doing, bro. Drake is mastermind like that.
Of course.
And he did the same thing. He's done that in other beefs. It's not the only time that he's done this.
Very Drake is more intelligent than people think he is. But at the same time, it's like, if it's subliminal, keep it there. You know what I'm saying? So now you're going to put it all on Front Street. And then now Drake is not going to come out and tell the public, yes, I did or I didn't smash.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. If you come to me the way that you come to me, my response, I'm not responsible for my response. My response is my response. And whether you like it or not, you're going to get these hands, or you're going to get them the way that I give them to you. Now, I feel like this is where I have a problem with Drake. He starts some shit, and it's not the first time he's done this. Starts some shit, then he goes and calls his OG to come handle it for him or iron it out for him. And that's some bitch nigga shit.
No.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Wait. I want to interject.
You can't snide comment me. I come back at you.
Yeah. Drizzy, we all know that Drizzy's always been nice with the handles and the subliminals, but the reason why I really think Kanye's been cracking this one up, because Kanye is kind of playing that game where he throws the stones and hides his hands in this one. And the thing is, this is not the first time someone's alluded to that, because like Drizzy has said multiple times, like he he came at him on Duppy. I remember even back with two birds, one stone. He was mentioning that, hey, Kanye keeps doing this, and then always Kanye's gonna try and make it seem like they're getting it back together, only for them to go back to it again. Exactly. Matter of fact, 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, I'll quote. He said, "This me reaching the deepest state of my meditation, while you over there trying to impress the nation. Mine's running wild with the speculation. Why the fuck we peacemaking, doing the explanations, if we gonna go right back in that bitch without hesitation?"
That's what I was gonna mention.
So it's like this thing of, bro, Kanye keeps saying to the people that, we should make up. And I'm sure a couple of times they've either met or they've chopped it up, and the peacemaking, whatever, has just devolved back into the point that they were carrying it over anyway. Because to me, when I look at it, bro, I really think it's a personal thing. Now I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat. I really just think Drake fucked him, and Kanye's salty about it. And Kanye's coming after him. Nah, this is the tinfoil hats. We can never disprove the beauty of a conspiracy theory.
I hear what you're saying. Because I was gonna mention that too. That they keep mentioning that they did make up, and then according to what Drake says, like, dude, we keep coming back together and reconciling. And like Kanye said, I put everyone together on text, so they had each other's numbers and everything. But Sinjalo, you're gonna keep flipping, and it's even shows. We'll see. He flips a lot. Kanye, he's a Gemini. They like putting it to his star sign, but he keeps jumping in and out of things. One day he'll say this, the next he'll do this. One day he'll do this. He even showed it the whole Drink Champs interview where he's like, no, we must be about black empowerment, but at the same time, and like, don't worry about the value of this and that. But he constantly mentioned that he's a multi-billionaire, like multiple times in both interviews. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he doesn't necessarily stand on his 2 feet when he says something or whatever. But besides that, like, you know, the whole, it shows what's show. You guys may be the artists and like the face of everything, but when it comes to some serious shit, when some serious shit needs to go down, then the OGs need to not necessarily come into play, but it's like, okay, cool. I hear what, or let's say OGJ Prince is like, I hear this little spat between the two of you, but it's getting irritating now because now we need to stop this little back and forth because there's something serious at hand that we need to take care of. So then I feel like OGJ Prince stood in the video to even tell Drake, who would say, bruh, Kanye is not doing this by himself. I'm also here too. Listen to me now. Like, stop it now. This shit is getting irritating. That's what I feel like he's doing. Like, as much as everyone's like, yo, Kanye, I think now Drake was also in a little bit of hot also this OG. Like, hey, bruh, stop it now.
Yeah, I get you. And I totally agree with you because, like I said, I don't think Drake made that call. I feel like Jay Prince made that call on his own. And he was like, nah, this is some bullshit. Both of y'all are some rich ass niggas. Y'all are now perpetuating a stereotype that we really don't need at this point in time. Stop it.
Yeah, that's facts. But it's nice just to make it seem like he did.
I would have liked it if they kept it like Jigga and Nas, bro. Like, get grimy with this shit, bro. Like, get
when
your
was
best
the last
bars
beef when
out.
we saw that? Like,
Bro,
with Drizzy and Pusha, kancane nje. Simbe namabhozo, kancane
You see with those two, that was just too intelligent. That was just above everyone's heads. Like that shit was just too deep. And Pusha T, like, yo, bro, Pusha T is not someone to play with.
Pusha T held his homie down.
Yeah.
That's what I was because, like, nah, this nigga's dangerous. Don't keep this nigga around you. This nigga will fight for you, and you gonna be in the corner like, yo, stop doing that, bro. You gonna hurt this
I don't think it was for the homie, because I think it's because Dre still crossed the line, bruv, because he talked about his girl. You can't talk about a man's wife.
And this chick has never, that's what Kanye also has a problem with. Like, that's the main issue that Kanye has. Like, maybe or maybe not, he did or didn't smash Kim, but then at the same time, he's like, bruh, like, I know what the song Kiki, Kiki, do you love me? Like,
yes,
I know what that shit is about, bruh. Like, I know it's intended towards.
I told you a long time ago, Drake is rude as fuck, bro. He is rude. He knows how to get into a man's mind. He's
yes, but
Kanye said it on Drink Champs.
Smarter than him, bro. Yo,
he said it. Kanye said it on Drink Champs. Kanye said it on Drink Champs. Like, when you're beefing with this man, he's gonna hit up and DM every woman within a 50-mile radius of you, or in a certain vicinity of you. So that's gunning down all your
nigga shit, though. Straight up, I ain't even gonna lie. That's some bitch nigga shit.
Now I hear that, but
I don't know if it's bitch nigga shit.
No, it is.
Wait. Hold up.
It is. No.
Wait, hold up. Like, if we beefing and I fuck your baby moms, I fuck your wife, I fuck your girl, I fuck your ex, bro. Does that not just put into scale how much more superior I am to you? I can get all your women.
Doesn't.
In times of war, your women are switching sides like that. You don't even feel like an awe of just like, I fuck you, bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Hold on.
Please hit him with that Joe Budden line. Please hit him with that Joe Budden line, if you still remember it.
You said Joe Budden said something to the extent of oh wait. I said, okay, have fun. Understand that as fam. Told that to you and not to her. That's just the man that I am. Literally, bro.
Yes.
You can't. Literally, women are not supposed to be in war. That's the thing. Like, you can't add women in war. So you dragging a woman into war is you just basically now just doing some fuck nigga shit. That's just bitch nigga shit now. It's like, this chick is not even involved in this thing, and now you're gonna add her into it. Vele, the reason why she's not even in the fight or in the war is because I don't trust her to fight on the front lines. It's not her job to fight on the front lines.
Yes.
If she switches sides, cool. It is what it is, because she's not supposed to be in the fight. Exactly. It's on her. She's not supposed to be in the fight. If you busy focusing your energy on another, bro, she could even be working for me and fucking kill you because you think that you're smashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, these chicks know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
he took it too far. And he took it too far. He took it too far. You know why? Because that woman has that woman has this man's kids, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't do that shit with. You could do that shit maybe with like a girlfriend or side chick or one thing that we know that you like more than the other bitches that you fuck. But my wife, who's my baby mama, I thought Pusha T had to flame him,
bruh. But like, let's just
question.
Close it off.
Wait, so sorry. Quick question. Just question. If you guys know which diss track between Who Shot You, Biggie's Who Shot You, and Tupac's Hit 'Em Up was hardest, which one is immortalized?
Hit 'Em Up.
What was the first line? What was the first line?
So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
The man came on smoke like, I fucked your bitch.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all.
matter.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
the
Doesn't matter
other
'cause
shit
the
that
war
Tupac
isn't
said.
one. Yeah, of course it's the other thing, but that just adds. You see, like you have to have the stake. You have to have the stake, and then the "I fucked your bitch" is like Salt Bay coming home with the elbow, just sprinkling the salt on it.
Nah, bro. Like this thing, bro. You see, I like the fact that we're talking about how the role of women in war, actually.
Yeah,
Because now 90% of the time, not even 90, but a lot of the time, women also start the war. Look at Bezos and Leo.
Oh,
I'm not saying there is a war, but literally, I feel as if
that could have been one.
No. Here's my
No,
thing.
that
man.
could have been. The reason why I'm saying it could have been one is because
hold on. Let me tell you why. Because I feel as if Bezos understands. He has money and he understands. Would say, well, these Huns don't know shit about shit. Like he understands that. Okay, sure. The reason why he even joked and came out with the for those who don't know, there's a video flying around on social media of Leonardo DiCaprio speaking to Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend, right? So imagine the girl is busy giving him the googly eyes and poking her chest out at him, and like she looks like she's about to fall into his arms, bro. Like it was bad. And
fall into
Leo's,
his arms,
bro.
She
and
was
Leo,
ready to give him the clap 3000 just straight up, bro. Like,
Dog.
she gave him those eyes, like she was ready to get on the knees straight and twisted with both hands, bro. She was
Dog.
ready. She was
And-
ready.
And Leo was just being himself. He was just like, you could tell Lucy is like, he's just talking. He wants to just walk away now. He's like, it's okay, sure. He's talking to both of them. He looks at Jeff, speaks to him too. And then Jeff catches wind of us roasting him. And then he posts a picture of danger, fatal cliff ahead or whatever, and his buff arms on top of the sign, right? That's his way of joking. It's like, hey, Leo, come here. He added him on Twitter. Hey, Leo, come here. I want to tell you something or something like that. So I want to show you something. That's just banter, bro. Like, I understand what's banter. I don't know why everyone takes this shit seriously. It's not war at all. Not at all. Because I feel as if this nigga has enough money to understand Uzi Vele. She's not here because she wants me. She's here because of my money. And actually, let me quickly find this Pusha T verse. I mean, this Pusha T line. He said, let me just try to paraphrase. He said, never fall in love with a chick, or never go with a chick who falls in love with the camera. She'll end up she'll turn around. She'll turn around and end up like a janitor.
Fuck you and then fuck your janitor.
Something to that extent. I'll find the proper lyrics. But it's like, bro, he understands though. I feel as if he understands.
In love with the camera.
No,
I don't think Bezos understands.
There's an OG.
I don't think
there's an
Bezos
OG who once gave me. No. There's an OG who once gave me an analogy where he said, bro, and these were OGs. Like I think you guys have seen the video. It's like a famous video circulating of an OG giving game to like young niggas, right? And he's like, yo, it's Feb. And you could take this bitch to Dubai. When you get to Dubai, she sees the nigga selling clothes there, and she's like, and she fucks him for the clothes. And you're like, why? That's a bitch.
Who bought you here?
About that? Exactly.
Who bought you
get
here?
That a nigga took a first class flight, brought you to Dubai. You got to see a place you ain't never seen, but when you got here, you saw something else. It's fair bagginess, and you can't blame yourself as a nigga for that.
Exactly.
It's just the Jezebel spirit is deep within her, and there's nothing you can do about it. The game is the game. Just charge it to the game.
Exactly. But what Pusha T said,
and that's what Bezos does.
What Pusha T said was, never trust a bitch who finds love in a camera. She will fuck you, then turn around and fuck a janitor. Plain and simple. In simple words. He's just telling us to say, bro, like if this chick loves attention, she'll just fuck anything that walks just for attention. So I feel like Bezos knows, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know why people are taking it seriously. Like I feel like he knows. That's why he did the public banter to Leo instead of texting him with, okay, sure, I see how it is. He could have helped, bro. This man's a multi-billionaire. He could have helped, bro. I think he's a trillionaire now. Or close to being a trillionaire. Close to being a trillionaire. And he's telling how he could have texted him how we can reach Leo at any given time. But the fact that he posted publicly is he's joining in on the banter because he knows I can get any other hun out here because she wants my money. Small things, dads. I ain't get it, bro. Small things. Small waters.
Do you know why I disagree? I think Bezos should know that. I don't know if he does. Because I just think a man who, like, you can see how a man handles women by the cleanliness of his house, right? Like when you're washing and everything, some kakwe and washing yakos all over, and people know all your stories because you didn't handle your situation nice, like. And I think perhaps I can be reading into it too much, but the way he even got this chick was very messy. Just the way he got this chick and how it messed with his money and everything. Yes, he made it back, which is great, but just the optics of that just don't make me believe that he's got it all there. Like, obviously, not everyone knows everything there is to know about Gyal, but just the way he handled things, it's just like,
But that
and my
doesn't
point
make
to that,
sense, though. Yeah,
but
continue,
why
though.
doesn't it make sense?
How does
My
it,
point
like,
to that is that,
yeah. I'll continue.
Ask the question, G.
No, it's just like, how does it, like, yes, he got her from cheating there. And the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. That's why I know he thinks he knows the game. That's what I'm saying. See, that's why he knows. See, this is small things, because Vele, I got her as a side chick. Yes, I'm taking her out as a date now. This is just for public eye consumption. This is just eye candy. Candy. It's just candy. Like, I don't think he takes her that seriously. Like, I feel as if
he takes it seriously. That's his chick, bro.
Listen, you.
That's
No. But listen,
let's go.
I feel as if a lot of red pill niggas take it a little too seriously when they see these things like, yeah, you can't negotiate genuine desire, and yeah, blah, 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 blah. The fact that he even posted that picture in public, man's just joking. Leo won't respond to that publicly. He probably even has Leo's number. They have to talk about climate change together. Like, it's not about, bro. These niggas have direct lines between each other. They can sort it out at any time. But I feel as if Bezos is fun at it, bro. Like, nah, like, niggas are taking this too seriously. Like, everyone's taking it too deeply. But for just for the fact that he couldn't even control that you can see his frame wasn't right enough or wasn't strong enough to keep her under control when she's under another quote unquote desirable man, I will have to give Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, Simp of the week.
Simp of the week.
Simp of the motherfucking week.
Got it.
Simp of the motherfucking week. I don't care if he didn't take it personally. He's Simp of the week.
No homo. Please baptize, man.
All right, bro. Vans has to get baptized, but a little quick one. Simpy. God damn. Simpy. Niggas be out here simping. God damn. I even said that wrong. I don't want to give him the full song because that's expected, yo. Like, I feel as if, like, everyone's looking at Bezos like, oh no, he's a computer nerd, so he just got cucked. Nah.
It's not that deep.
Speaking of cucks,
this is the game is the game, bro. Like, it can happen to anybody. You, I, everyone. It's not like your girl's eyes are only for you. Like, there's other niggas you'll see who have a nice mouthpiece, who have a nice presentation. But to me, it's just the audacity of her to go that overboard. Like, to me, I really think people learn how to treat you from how much you allow them to get away with. The fact that she could just give out the clock 9,000 with the eyes just like that, straight up. Bro, if Leo unzipped the pants, bro, I'm sure she was at least gonna lick the tip. Just the tip. Right then and there.
Plus, no, honestly though, I feel like if he just said get on your knees now, she would have instantly, bro. She was melting, bro. She was literally like, she was literally ice cream on a sunny day, on a hot summer's day, bro. She was melting like a motherfucker.
Bro, but guys, at least you see, remember the DJ video? You see that chick that was looking at the DJ from far and giving her like the soft eyes.
Yeah.
See, that one, I can charge that one to the game because she can't help how she feels for another person. And she's being respectful about it. She's holding it together. You see what I'm saying? But the one where you full on, you're looking the man in the eyes like this and you damn near giving the man the clock. I like that's two hand twist.
I just want to baptize this whole segment off by just reading these Joe Budden lyrics. I know I fucked it up earlier, but it just fits in every single scenario we just spoke about. Honestly, Joe Budden said, I'm from the school of these hoes belong to everybody. No celeb exempt, goes for everybody. So when I see you fuck shorty, not a bit of bone in me, I ain't think of how to handle the plan. Said I'm aware, have fun, understand that it's fam. Told that to you and not to her, that's just the man that I am. Finish.
And even to cap it off, bro, Big Pablo Fetz, Dave East said it. Fuck it, that's how we raised. If it ain't wifey, then all the homies can play. See that Keisha joint, sensational.
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 And, like,
Had a
the
real
good
big
future
bitch named
venture-
Brooklyn. She fucked the whole squad.
Ah. And she
Every
got
time
that
I
with
land
the
in
whole
Brooklyn, she
squad.
fucked the whole
With
squad.
the whole squad.
Whole squad.
Ah.
Get the fuck out of here!
Big Willie. Big Willie from
Speaking
Philly.
of cucks.
I don't do Uncle Will like that. Don't do Big Uncle like that.
Aye, he let himself get done like
yeah,
that.
my weights. Right. Okay, so isn't this week Will Smith dropped his book Will, basically subtitled, and and I've started reading it. The only reason why I haven't finished it is because, like, you know, you're gonna read a bit and then I'm gonna carry on with my real life and, you know, do shit that I need to do and come back. But what Bavaria and I were discussing before we get into what he was saying, what Bavaria and I were discussing was that, Yazi, you know how most of us have now switched to audiobooks instead of like reading digital books or paperback books. And it's like, yes, it's basically now like a podcast form. And that's how I actually listen to Russ the rapper, Russ's book. I listened to the audiobook. And I'm like, okay, cool. I understand. I hear what you're saying and everything, but I just prefer to read because it puts me in another dimension when I'm reading, especially if it's like paperback. If I'm reading the physical book itself, I jump into it and I get lost into the fucking story. Kanti, when I'm listening to audiobook, I'm not grasping the game as well as I need to, because not even me only, but sometimes in a book your mind might drift and then you have to go back and then reading it again. It's like, okay. But like in audio, it's like, you don't necessarily constantly go back and listen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just keep it moving.
Yeah, I see you. Like, audiobook is more of a passive, quote unquote passive read. When you read with your eyes, you're very involved in what is going on, and that's the only thing you're doing at the time. When I listen to audiobooks, I could be driving, I could be getting something done, I could be doing some work, I could even be in a workout, whatever. But yeah, I definitely feel you. And a lot of things fly over your head at times with the audiobooks, but with the reading, when you're actually reading the thing, you soak that up so much more. But I think the audiobook makes it easier to repeat the joint.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like it's just down to science. I mean, visual cognitive is more better. I mean, it's better to look at some pussy than to hear about it.
Yo, sensational. Ha. Yo, izole ndoda leyazi ukuthi bengithi you're gonna say something serious, ndoda engeke mfethu ushaya into enje.
This guy caught me off guard.
God, bruv, I wasn't waiting for that, bro.
Yo,
I was not waiting for that.
I 2 Chainz did say send me the pussy in our pictures, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
yes, daddy.
I know, but
go.
back to Big Willie.
Yo.
So I started reading his book.
Did you see what you just did there? Unintentionally, pussy, Willie.
Yeah, Big Willie. Big Willie. Well, but according to Jada, apparently he doesn't have a Big Willie. But anyway.
Oh no.
We ain't about to do Big Willie like that, fam. No.
My bad, Unc. Yo, I get it. But man.
Yo.
I started this man's book, right? So I'm like probably 100 something pages deep. And he first started off by speaking about his father, the type of person that he was.
I'm sure Jada wished he could go that deep.
Jesus, please stop it now.
We're not disrespecting Uncle Will. This is not a platform for disrespecting. We're trying to free Will. We're not trying to put him back in prison.
Straight up. How?
We're trying to free Uncle Will. But yeah, so I'm about 100 pages deep into this book, and he starts off by speaking about basically he mentions his father at the beginning about how he grew up, the person that he was, and how strict he was as a father. Like, he was one of those people who was disciplined, but disciplined in the shit that he only cared about. So, let me just say extremely stubborn. That's the thing. He was extremely stubborn, and then he basically, in a nutshell, his father grew up very just stubborn, and then he didn't want to stay in school, so he just ended up leaving just for the sake of leaving. And then one day he left and ended up enrolling himself in the army. And his parents were like, well, shit, you actually put yourself in a better place, so I'd continue. So that's where his discipline and everything, took precedence. And basically he was very good at what he did, but then his anger issues, his temper, whenever he was drunk or whatever, just was too much, and then they ended up sending him home. They gave him a non-return type shit. So basically, how Will grew up was basically under a soldier. So one specific thing that Will said about his father was like, no matter how abusive, fucked up, or whatever his father was, he never abandoned his post. And I was like, this makes sense why you don't want to leave that relationship. It makes so much sense. Like, it was drilled into him, because he starts the story off of his father teaching him him and his brother, how to build a wall. I mean, yeah, to basically build a wall. So they had to mix the cements back in the day, and then, you know, each brick lay each brick perfectly and all that shit. He instilled discipline into these gents. Like, even look at the way Uncle Will is. Look at the way Will Smith is. He's not any fuddy-duddy person. As much as he may have a big imagination, as he does say also in the book, he has a big imagination. He's a people person. His dad was also a people person. That's another thing. Like, the things I've read about his father coming from him makes so much sense as to why he's the way he is. And I understand the elements of his mom in him, where it's like, okay, cool. I feel like in terms of the discipline parts, he's like, I will never abandon my post, because my sergeant told me never to abandon my post type thing. Like, I'm assuming because of his first divorce, that was another situation where he had to type thing. But now he
didn't want to, mind you. He made it quite clear quite a few times that he didn't want to leave Trey's mom.
Exactly. So basically, like, from my point of view, or from my point of reading, he was basically saying, this discipline was instilled in me that if something ain't working, we're gonna make it work, because that's how a family unit is. He also mentioned something to the extent of when his father said, if more than one person is in charge, then everyone's going to die. You know what I'm saying? So he has to be like, hey, yo, listen, this is not gonna go all fuddy-duddy. But sadly, his two children, Willow and Jada, got the mom's personality, and they just do whatever the fuck they want to. But
no, the boy still has a chance. And I've seen how the boy reacts towards his father. I'm talking about Jaden. He reacts more positively towards his father than the girl, because I think she's just way depressed anyway.
She's gone. That one
did. Her mom did a number on her, right?
Hey, bruh. Like, what she made her do was toxic. That leads to Tupac. Why should she know about Tupac at that age as a child? But anyway, basically what I'm saying about Uncle Will is that he has this mentality of this: never say die, never say give up, because he was raised by a soldier.
Yeah.
So it's understandable that, okay, cool, I'm never going to leave, or I'm not going to just jump ship from the family. We're going to make shit work, whether we like it or not. Not even for the good of our children, but just for the sake of, this is how shit is supposed to be, and I live by a structured way. But he also did mention that growing up, he was always a coward type thing. In his words, he was a coward. Like, he was always scared of certain shit. So it's like, okay, cool, understandable. And he also said he was one of those nerdy kids that just had, you know, so much confidence in himself. He exaggerated stories and a big imagination. So, like, you know, he always used to get bullied and all that shit. So all of that shit is starting to make sense as to, like, okay, this is why and also, like, his mom was abused in front of him. And this is why you can't necessarily, like, stand up to Jada like that, because you don't want to make it to the points where it gets to that level of disrespect where you I'm not going to play it the same way my dad did it. But God dang it, bro. Uncle Will, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she's gotten a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know what, bro?
Wait, before you carry on, but so much so to the points where, I don't know if you guys saw that Jeannie mentioned that when her and Jeezy have sex, he involves the unborn child.
What? Excuse me, what happened?
Exactly. What? There's an article doing the rounds where Jeannie Mai says that whenever her and Jeezy have sex, they involve the unborn child within the sexual activities. I don't know how, what, where, why. I have not read the article. I wish I did to add more context to it, but it is out there. Definitely. I just see everyone commenting like, wait, Jada's seedlings are now starting to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, she's now encouraged a bunch of women to just start involving. I'm assuming in terms of, I don't even want to assume, but I'm assuming in terms of like role playing or whatever. He says, you're the mother of my child type thing. I don't think it's heavy, because headlines are always like clickbaity, and, you know, Like they just want to pull you in. But yeah, she's basically instilled this thing of women spilling beans from their relationships. Like, bro, we don't need to know that.
Like
yes,
none of that shit.
Bro, yes, your man's a gangster, but we don't need to know. Like, how does he allow this to even come out? It's like, but yeah.
Hey, bruh. This is why Kanye was so pissed off with the nanny and the publicist. But anyway, yeah, carry on.
Yo,
no.
Bruv, this is a real thing, bruv.
Yeah. That's facts.
This is a real. Yo, hey, bro. This is mad. Look, I'm not gonna read the thing now, but.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
But my point was,
it's clickbaity. It's clickbaity because it's like include the unborn child. He's like he's just talking about like the dream of it all and the role playing. He's talking about the position and whatever, and that you can see her stomach in it, and he just wants her to be on top so you can see the stomach. Really?
Yeah, you see
that. He wants to see that she's pregnant. So he likes positions where he can see that she's pregnant, not that he involves the kid. Like,
yeah, you see.
Because I was thinking some wild stuff like, yo, wait, what?
You see, I was 100% on the money with that, and that they were just trying to get us to, but still, like, we didn't need to know that. Why did she have to tell us? But my point was with Uncle Will, yo, like, it makes so much sense after these 100 and something pages that I've read as to why he is the way he is, but still, every few months, we have to learn something against our will. That's why his name
Sensational.
Bro, that's why the name of his book is Will. It's either willpower. It's just willpower, basically. That's basically what he's underlining. Willpower, just will. We're learning all of this shit against our will. You are using your willpower to go through the rest of your marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's not. It's not willpower. It's will ESCOM because there ain't no power there, bro.
That was not nice. Bruh. Sensational, but
yeah. Don't do Uncle Will like that.
Bro, hang. Listen though. I just think that thing, it's a feature, not a bug. It's just like, this is how celebrities think, bro. Like, these people just cannot eat with their mouth closed. Like, everything they do, they gotta let it
out.
And to me, bro, I think this is one of the reasons why I never want to be famous. You know, I think I want to have status among many people who know me, and I can tap into that to get shit done. But being famous, bro, you have delusions of grandeur where you think people actually want to know about these details. And the sickest part of that is that people are actually sitting on their couch wondering what you actually eat for breakfast, which is just nonsensical.
Nah, it's facts, because like I also don't like this whole idea or ideology of celebrity where Yazi, Will and Jada were doing so well by not even discussing their private life with us. We just thought that they were the perfect couple, like from far. And it's okay.
Bro. But
then now she just kept poking until the whole entanglement shit came out.
Bro, like you kill your idols by getting too close to them. Like Icarus, don't fly too close to the sun or you get burnt. Man,
but my bad. That was a song called Icarus.
Can we talk about more celebrity nonsense? Just locally though. Even though we don't care to mention this. This is less about what they said.
Less than 2 minutes on that.
It's less about what they said and more about how Let Me Mansplain is the best, most sensational podcast in this world because we called
sensational
thing. Bro, Boity and Mihlali, bro. Do y'all niggas hear about that thing?
Oh my gosh, can we not talk about that?
That's what I'm saying. We must spend less than 2 minutes on this.
Less than 2 minutes indeed.
Okay, just explain to them what happened and then I'll tell you my opinion because we're going to close it off with my opinion.
Sweet. So basically, what simply happened is that the girls were trying to brag about how much money they get from men, which we talked about some multiple times. If she's happy with you, she's not saying a damn thing, but when she's not, she needs to say something because the validation is what makes her happy. But she's like, oh, I used to get 50K from the man, damn, whatever, or girlfriend allowance. And then they're like, oh, cute. And then she's like, oh, I used to get 450K. Boity. And then it's like, yeah. And the funniest comment I read surrounding that is like, now suddenly Buji's reaction to this chick makes sense.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Because, bro, like, I could
some
tell,
fucked up
like,
shit.
bro, I don't even want to talk about and report on this, bro. Let's not report on this. I just want to talk about just general. What on earth are we doing now, bro? What is this? Like,
Okay.
South Africa, is the bar really this low for us? This is news.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my whole point in that. It's right. This is an old recycled conversation that keeps coming up on social media and between influencers and celebrities multiple times. Here's my thing there. Mihlali said 50K expecting Boity to flinch because she was joking. She didn't flinch. That's what even made it even more funnier. And then when Boity came back and said 450K, she was joking too. And Mihlali reacted the way that's what Boity wanted her to react. But at the end of the day, they were joking. Whether or not they really got that money, good for them. But in essence, in general, they were joking. They knew that this would get people riled up. I hate the fact that people on Twitter are now going to try and
buy so easy. Oh,
exactly. I hate they're now going to try and gaslight men into thinking that this thing is a real thing about girlfriend allowance, when in real life, this thing doesn't exist at all. It really, 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 really doesn't. If women fuck with a rich man, they will give them the money that they want to give them. Plain and simple. If you fuck with a nigga that's broke,
wait. Hold up. Let's, if we play like Boity wasn't joking. This kind of confirms that she's taken a doo-doo trip to Dubai. Because the only time you're gonna get 5.4 million rand a year on allowance is because Arab Sheikh Alhamdulillah is going to be dropping a couple on your head.
Habibi.
Habibi.
Oh, Habibi. Wait.
Hey, she's a Habibi, bro.
Bro, she was literally getting Arab money.
Yo, bro. Nothing but a thing.
Money.
Nothing but a thing, bro.
Nah,
Nothing
bro, but like
a
I don't even give two shits about that. No pun intended. But
sensational.
Sensational.
Bro, that's
Like,
too good. Unbeatable.
I don't care because they want to trigger
From a
people.
distance.
Exactly, they want to trigger people, and South Africans always get triggered by the dumbest of things, and it flies all the way across social media. Like this whole dating streets game, the same stories are being told every single fucking few months, or even every single few weeks, and people still gets entangled in this whole money this, money that, money this. Money is not a problem for those that have it, plain and simple.
Yes.
So now, like I think it was I don't know if I heard it on the Breakfast Club or whether Charlemagne said it on Brilliant Idiots, where he said where he heard someone say that social media, they basically prey on people's insecurities and all that shit just to keep the shit going. So they're just adding to that shit. Like, no one gives a shit about that. Like, one day I randomly wondered why don't celebrities or male celebrities comment on this, because they know they cap. They're more cap than Colin Kaepernick, bro. Like, shit. When Colin Kaepernick takes the knee for for justice, they take the knee for dick. Like, they know which side.
Hey, bo. Where's
Sensational.
Bro, this is just all cap, bro. Like, bro, all cap like FW de Klerk's hairline, bro. Like, shit.
Sensational.
Bro, like, I don't care. I really don't. It's so stupid.
Bruh, where's is like future, bro? He's straight on the block, he's posted with things. You ain't did shit I did.
Bro, even on that joint, it's like, I don't care if I never see your face again, you crazy
like,
bitch. Honestly, like, who gives a shit? Bro, yeah, whatever.
Bruh, we out here, like, these chicks are out here talking like they got Sylvester Stallone diamonds when really they don't even have some easy diamonds.
Bro, listen.
Just say something.
Wait, before you get there, let me drop one more joke. Kanye said, if you leave Mickey, you're gonna end up with a goofy. I imagine that's what Chris called Tokaruchi. Girls be acting like these diamonds in their coochie. Fuck out of here, bro.
I remember that shit. The
only diamonds that they've got down there are kidney stones.
Ish.
Damn. Ouch. Dude.
Whoa.
Ish.
A multi-layered one for you.
Get the fuck out of here!
Bro,
You know, something.
Yeah.
Something I'm not trying to get too deep or anything about it, but like I deep something that who's that lady who used to play with Tigom? Oh, Rami Chwene, that's her name, right?
Mhm.
Rami Chwene. She's the lady who used to play with Tigom on the Queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about like women's liberation and feminism and the what. And then they even mentioned her daughter who has an OnlyFans account and how she supported that whole nonsense. And a lady came in. There was a lady visiting us here, and she was watching the TV with my mom while this was playing on TV. And the one thing she said something that was like that you guys just alluded to as well. She said, the problem is we're all as women. First of all, she said this to. She was talking to women. She said, the problem is we're all listening to this woman as if there is a diamond or there is a gold in her vagina. Yet she's not even married, and that's a sign to show us that not even one man, not one man saw the need to invest in that. So how can we, as a whole nation, then stop and listen to that one woman?
K.O.
Hey, bro, I deep that whole shit. I was like, yo.
That's,
you know what?
That's
you
one
know
point.
what? You know, the
hold
feminist,
on, hold on. But that's one
feminist
point.
answer for that.
Wait, hold on. That's one point. And also at the same time, I was at a traditional ceremony, right? So mind you, I'm walking past the food station or the catering station, basically. And then this is like after everyone has eaten, and then here come the woman with the takeaway doggy pack thingamajiggies. And then they're like, hi, ngoba phela, because they know it's time for their husbands to get their takeaway. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Because it's like as much as it tires them, like, ugh, this nigga's gonna complain if he doesn't get a takeaway. But at the same time, it's just like, yo, listen, this is how shit works. This is how it goes. So all this liberation shit, because now she understands also she gets what she gets from him, and this is her side of this is her end of the deal. This is her wifely duties to that. So all this whole feminism bullshit. Listen. All this feminist bullshit, all this whatever, everything, every community. I was thinking about this earlier. Every community that has now suddenly grown legs within the last 5 years, all of these communities that now have come up, they all need men to survive. They all need to point fingers at men to survive. If we didn't exist, literally, we're just quiet, yo. Literally, we're quiet. So we're just chilling, watching them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're the only people without a movement, G.
Exactly. We just sit here and watching them because we're like, yes, you guys keep making these subgroups below, or basically when I refer to IT subfolders, you keep making subfolders, but the parents folder will always be men. The parents folder will always be men. You'll constantly have to refer to us for permission all the fucking time. All the fucking time. And we're not even saying shit. We're not even telling you to do shit. They'll keep making these subfolders, but then at the end of the day, the permissions, you only get carried on permissions from us. Kandi, if we had to listen, literally, if we had to fight back, this thing would end in like 6 months.
Sensational.
Yeah, everything would end in 6 months.
Straight up.
But we don't care.
Straight up.
We don't give two
we don't
shits.
give a fuck. Bruh. We know. Okay, we know what we know. I ain't even gonna say it on the Let Me Mansplain podcast, but we know what we know.
Sensational.
It's never gonna change.
And you know what's the funniest thing, bro? Like, I think at this point we should just this podcast, everything that we've ever said on this podcast needs to be transcribed, and we need to have a chapter in the Bible, because everything we say just keeps happening, bro. Whichever one, New Living, New Sensational Translation.
NST.
Bro, you know what
that's
I'm
the name of the pod.
Nah, bro, new Sensational Translation, because we're blessing this. Because, bro, at this point, like, the only reason I brought up this Boity and this thing is not because they've said something interesting. It's because it just keeps showing us why we're the most sensational podcast on the face of this world, bro.
Sensational.
I don't know how many like episodes of just uncut raw game we just keep giving niggas. Like, just listen back to any episode we've put out, and you will know that this is all God. We're so concerned with meaningless nonsense, like this whole streets mentality, bro. And I remember you said it early, bro. Like, we don't want to be a podcast that focus on gossip and nonsense. This actually makes me more disgusted at the state of the game, because these people are literally like opinion leaders or leaders of thought in our quote unquote leaders of thought. Like they're celebrities, they're celebrated. That's the rude word. They're celebrated. They're people who are meant to be quote unquote leaders. These are who hands are bringing out, South African hands at least, and listening to as if this is a voice of reason. Like, hey, these people know something. Oh my gosh,
bro! Remember when
really are screwed?
Remember when Tsepe Banbani said that thing that's women must stop subawedding this and that and all that shit and expect it from men and get it for themselves. What did every nigga say when she apologized? No man attacked her for apologizing. Every single man, listen, bro. Excuse me. Every single man said, you shouldn't have apologized, but we understand because that's how you get your money.
Yeah.
That's how you get your money. And sure, get your money, young lady. You know what I'm saying? We understood. No nigga cared. It's like, okay, sure. Like, that's what women don't like. You see, I grew up with sisters. I grew up with two sisters. Like, you don't understand. Like, literally, basically, like I said this pods ago.
I grew up with sisters too.
Exactly. I said this pods ago, like multiple pods ago, where we now basically have to be everyone's girlfriends. Like they want us, everyone wants, or every woman out here wants us to treat them like we're their man, even though we don't even know them type shit. And me being me being a person who grew up with women, I understand. Would say every single fucking day of your life, unprovoked, they will try to gaslight you on some dumb shit for no fucking reason. Like, I know this for a fact. There's a reason why I'm a sniper now, because you keep quiet, but then there can always be this one word or this one thing that'll put them in place. And I learned that how? Because these people were constantly trying to gaslight me my whole fucking life. I say one thing, they get into order, they get into shape. Or, growing up, they'd run and tell my parents, and then my parents would be like, well, you were talking shit this whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro. So it's just like, honestly, like, niggas need to just calm the fuck down. And
they
like,
really do.
The point, let's just say the main point that I'm trying to make is that when niggas all came and said, you shouldn't have apologized, but we get it. Meaning, we don't take this seriously. You can't take a chick seriously at all. So now they're busy throwing all these little fantasies, these little things to try and provoke us. Like in primary, I don't know if Ken remembers. I think you also did Super Bavaria. When they came with the sanitary pads and all that shit, and then they gave all these, yes, and then they gave the girls all these envelopes. And then they're like, it's your secret, you gotta keep it. And then they came and waved that shit in front of us. It's my secret. Yes. I can keep it.
Yes.
We didn't ask.
I remember this.
Get the fuck out of here!
You know what I'm saying? All of us niggas, we kept quiet. We were just sitting in class. They came in our faces waving that shit at break. It's my secret. I can keep it. Ha ha ha. They all laughed. Bro, no one cares. I keep saying on Twitter, women are unfunny trolls, bro. Are unfunny trolls. They have zero sense of humor. There's very few. Straight up, though. There are very few.
You're right though. You are so right, because anytime you try to engage in banter, the level of banter is always going to devolve to your dick is small or your money is low. That's all they can come up with every single time. Exactly. You say anything clever, like we're trying to do some tennis thing, we're gonna have some fun, have some jokes at each other. It's like, oh no, you're just mad because you're short, your dick is small, or your money, or you broke. That's all they can come up with.
That's all they have, because Tina, we don't fucking care. It's always this thing of we have to.
You know, I disagree. Yeah, it's like real niggas don't care.
Yes,
real niggas don't care. But there's so many weird, weak type dudes out here that get triggered by the same thing every single time, to the point where women have that answer on. It's like it's on an answering machine. Oh, you broke. Oh, your dick small. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. And niggas get triggered by it every single time.
You got chow. Nyobile, same time. Oh, guys.
Oh, same time.
Seville. But man, like,
no, bro. Like, I just want to cap the shit off by saying, like, honestly,
please,
all the street bullshit, all the streety bullshit. It's like the same thing over and over. That's why I tweeted and I said, "How guys, now we're gonna keep talking about the same thing every few months." It's
all
like,
the time.
And like, you know, they try to antagonize us by saying it's all the broke boys. Niggas and women say the shit too. The niggas that pander to women. It's like,
get the fuck out of here!
Guys, you see,
that's a gang. Niggas who say that a gang.
No. It's not. It's a social media game. It's just for likes and retweets. It's like, That's why I keep saying, anytime you mention men, you'll get likes and retweets. Any movements cannot move without men. We don't have to be doing shit.
They need us.
Bro,
no, like women are the people who carry the movements. We're the people who everything is about.
Bro, listen. In the whole wide world right now in 2021, literally all men or all real niggas, let me specify, all real niggas are chilling and doing nothing. And then all the women on social media and all these street girls are coming up to us and asking, "Would you love me if I was a giraffe?" That's literally what's happening. They keep asking us for opinions that don't even fucking matter. And then when we don't want to answer, oh no, it's our fault for not answering.
They don't even make sense.
Exactly. They keep saying shit to us that doesn't make sense. And imagine niggas are getting triggered of dumb shit. It's like, niggas, leave it. Imagine if every nigga had to leave these hands alone. If we all had to have our own social, literally. Oh, bro, this is why I say, what's it? This whole let me call it meninism instead of feminism. Meninism.
Sensational.
If meninism had to be born, right, and we had to create meninism, and men said, Yazin, since you guys hate us and all that shit, what if we segregated ourselves and had our own app? Watch how they.
Yeah. That's gay.
What the fuck?
That's some gay nigga shit.
No, I'm saying if we had our own app, like, since women hate us and all that shit, and you guys keep reiterating that you hate us, and we separate ourselves, if we have our own app, they'll start crying.
Sensational.
So
the idea of it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, the idea of it.
If we had to remove ourselves. If we had to remove ourselves from the game completely, like they'd run out of things to complain about and they'd just turn on each other. And we've always seen that. And you know what it's called? It's called the sleepover. And if the sleepover was so lit, if it was
sleepover, stop, man. Shit,
bro. I don't understand. Why you're
touching murky waters right now.
But a sleepover of gens.
Jesus Christ. Nah, that's what I'm saying. You're touching murky waters right now.
No.
You know what you said was just so deep, dog. Yo, sleepover, because we all know what happens at sleepovers. It's all fun at the beginning. Someone says something to offend the one person. Oh man.
And then it devolves into a screaming match. And at the end of it all, everyone leaves having a terrible time. But we all know that on Monday morning, we're going to see all the pictures online as if everyone had this great time and they were living this great. Like, bro, when you weren't playing, when you said, I'm going to take in Bapilis YouTube, Bapilis Instagram. They really tried to live like their lives are a timeline. They really tried their best to live like their lives are a timeline. It's like, bruv. But anyway, man, let's cap this off, man. I'm tired of talking about K.A.N.E, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah, it was enough.
But it's just nonsensical, bro. Niggas need to just get like Erica Badu and make some candles out their own vaginal fluids, bro. Just leave us alone. Jesus.
Bro, even Drake made candles out of his sweat. So
did he?
Sweat?
Yes, he has candles that smells like him.
Oh, right.
What?
That's like I see, like, from a real nigga perspective, that's stupid, but also from a real nigga perspective, that's smart because he's making money.
I see the duality. Yep, because bitches love that.
There's a duality. It's like a corny move, but it's gonna make you money, which making money is a real nigga asset. So big ups to the Six God for that.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I told you before we jump into the thing. I don't know if I told Bavaria that there's this other white model that I met the other day, white girl. She was like, zero waist, ne? But this was my first time seeing a white girl with thick thighs. I was like, what the fuck is like, Meriki. Meriki.
I just think you niggas are going wrong places, but there's mad girls with thick thighs. Like, white girls are really on this gym thing now. They're really on this gym thing.
Bro.
They're thick as fuck now.
Bruh, like, of course she's gorgeous and everything, and like she's slim, and then suddenly the thighs, I'm like, bro, and like, I'm standing with someone, even the chick that I'm with is just like, damn, like the fuck. Yeah, but anyway, Yazzie, I actually want to talk about
sensational.
Yeah, can I talk about something? It's really offside. We'll get to that. We may leave it in, we may not, but bruh, I really don't. I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not an ass man, but like, I think I'm more of a thigh dude than an ass dude. Like, if your thighs are good, like everything,
What?
like, I don't care. I personally don't care for ass.
That's
What if you time and cool, man? It's I'm good because sometimes I
No.
feel like
Let me
ass
stop
is
you
not
there.
just ass.
Aye,
It's
let me
not just
stop you
like the
there.
booty. It's how it feeds into the legs and how it feeds into everything else.
I understand that, yo, but then here's the thing: chicks can have thighs, chicks can have hips, but no ass. I know a chick I used to work with, bruh. She has the hips and everything. So from the front, she's gorgeous and everything. From the front, you're like, oh shit, damn. And when she turns around, it's none, bruh. Whenever she bends over, you see her wearing a G-string, but that shit is loose. So don't tell me about no motherfucking thighs. Don't tell me
She's
about
wearing
no
a loose
motherfucking
diaper.
thighs. She couldn't fill it out. Like, don't tell me about no motherfucking thighs, bro. When there's real ass out here, bro.
Straight up.
Like for me, I'll always be an ass man. Like, nah, I'll always love it
To the day I die.
To the day I die, bro. Like, yes, the chick can be tiny, but the ass has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, I can't negotiate that. If you're not gonna squat it out, I get doses.
Straight up,
Bruh.
Yeah, don't care.
But anyway,
Don't really care.
but
Side note thing.
die. I don't even eat the thigh when I'm eating chicken, bro. Like, I don't always eat it.
I will fit. I used to be sensational.
Bruh, the NST, the new sensational translation, bro.
Sensational.
But anyway.
Jeez.
Yes, I want
Speaking
to
of
talk.
Scully, bro, yo, clever blacks were out here for the Klerk, eh? Scully, it is.
I don't even want to speak about clever blacks for Klerk specifically, but here's my thing about Coonery in general. And since we haven't messed up our word, our you see, I fucked up my words. Uncle Ruckus, right time.
Yo,
The nigga will use words he don't really know.
I wouldn't.
As I was just about to say, hey, Uncle Ruckus coming, but then I fucked up my words. But yeah, no, my thing about Coonery in general, is there a difference between Coonery and minding your business as a black man, or minding your paper as a black man? Let me mansplain.
That's a
you
good
don't
question.
even have to. I get it.
You don't have to
mansplain.
Let me mansplain for those at home.
I get it.
For the listeners.
Yeah, okay.
When I say Coonery is sucking up, kissing ass to whoever it may be, whether it be white people,
licking niggas, you boot licking negro.
exactly, brown noses. You know what I'm saying? People who love brown nosing, all that shit. You
But
sucking
why
up.
are we using American terms for this?
All of that shit.
Straight.
To be a snitch, all that shit. You just love white people for. I know a nigga that we went to primary who loves white people, but I'm gonna keep quiet. Anyway,
Uncle Ruckus.
he's a cool nigga though, but shit. Damn.
He cool.
But yeah, so there's that thing of being or of wanting to be white, of self-hate basically. And then there's another thing of minding your paper to the point where whatever it is they say or they do that they want to involve you in terms of putting other black people or other people down, you don't get involved in that. But when it comes to the paper, you're there for it. How okay, usually in the corporate world, people cannot separate coonery and minding your paper for a black person. For me specifically, I don't like talking to anyone. So it may seem like I'm rude because I just don't be talking to anyone. But when someone does talk to me, I speak to them back and I'm a cool nigga, man. But when it comes to my paper, I will do my job. So then other people will look at me crazy for fucking doing my job like I'm a sellout. And it's like, listen, my job is my job. Finish and clear. At the end of the day, you are not my friend. At the end of the day, you will fuck up my bag if you want to. So I'm just sitting here doing my job. However you feel about that is how you feel about that. But I'm so tired of people not being able to discern the difference between coonery and minding your paper, bro. Because when I was thinking about this other dude I used to work with, I used to work like at a 90% white company. And man's is just always by himself. He embodies minding his paper, but to every other black person that was there, just because he didn't chill with all the black people. Nami, when I sat by myself, or I sat with the people I came in with, you know, the people that you come into the company with at the same time, the other people that you came in with at the same time, those are going to be your homies for like quite some time. or I chill with them. They don't necessarily have to be black. I don't want to segregate myself because whenever I walked into a room where all the black people were sitting, everyone kept quiet. And it's like, oh, so I was the topic of the conversation because why? I have an English, or my accent isn't blackified, or I have my accent is actually English, or my accent isn't that bad. Like they'll always try to separate themselves, and then want to involve you when it's time to rebel or some shit.
You know what's funny? Y'all both are in the same space. Y'all both work for that same white man, and it's like, why are you trying to act different? As if now this dude. You know what? Another thing, I hate that shit. You know, I grew up in a township, bro. Like I'll be honest, right? And most of the time they used to say to me, when I end up which is, why do you like talking English so, or why do you like speaking English so much? Bitch, I know it. Get to know it, and maybe we can have a conversation. It's not my fucking fault. Hey, boo. People want to make it seem as if if my parents wanted it better for me, I have to dumb it down. No. It's not about that. But going back to the workspace thing, it's like, dude, like I said, we're both working for the same person, and we both have something we have an ideal. There's an objective at the end of the day. There's a mission that we have to accomplish. Yes. And I don't have to like you for this to happen. I really don't have to. Like, I don't get why there's even that divide where people even start talking about like, hey, have you seen how this nigger is so and so, and have you seen how this bitch is so and so? Like, why the fuck are you doing that? These people, you literally see these people for 7 hours at most. 7 hours at most, bro, of your
7-8 hours and you're done,
bro.
Fucking hell,
bro. You know what? I think this whole thing, it's because people want you to be pro-black for whatever reason, right? Like, you can be a perfectly good black person and good to and friendly to black people without being pro-black, where you like, I don't really care if you're black or white, I just care if you do the job type of thing. And black people right now, we want you to be pro-black. Like, okay, I want someone who's going to do the job and choose black people first. And there's nothing wrong with that, because as a race, if we're going to grow as a group, we're going to grow. But at the end of the day, bro, life is not a group project. If I need to get rich, if me getting rich,
Sensational.
bro, if me getting rich requires me to hang around with more white people and get accustomed to them, that's what I'm going to do. Like, this is not a group assignment. Bro, it's really not a group assignment.
I'm not even.
Like, we're not all rich. We're not all rich. Motsepe is rich. Kanye is rich. We're not all rich together because Kanye is shining there. Sometimes I feel a little bit of that when there's like a first black person who does this. Now we must all feel a sense of accomplishment. No, you didn't do shit. He did it. He just has the same shit.
He did it. Yes.
It's like, to me,
we're the only group of people who do this. Like, Chinese people, when another Chinese person does something, they're like, oh, well done. You represented China. And then we move on. Utina, remember when Zosbini won the Miss Universe, whatever? Every black chick now felt like she now is comfortable to rock her own black hair because some chick who's way harder than you won an award. Bro, your life hasn't changed at all. And we need to stop thinking as black people that life is a group assignment. Start a group assignment.
Nah, I hear, like, I like the fact that you even mentioned that, because it's like the same thing of this thing of, I've mentioned it before, when you're applying for a job. And then people are like, why didn't you also plug your friends to the job that you applied for? Listen, allow me to
wanted it. What the fuck?
That's number one. I wanted it, number one. I found it. I did the work and I found it, number one. But number two, once I'm inside, then I can pull you in and refer you.
Exactly.
That's how shit works. I'm not competing with you for something that I did the work to find. Fuck you. Yes. Do the work. Exactly. Like Bavaria said, life is not a fucking group project, because in group projects, everyone wants the leader to do everything, and then everyone else wants to just follow the leader. If I am the leader, allow me to get into the space, pave the way, and then I'll bring you up with me. But then if you're going to be a bitch about it, I'm going to leave you at that. Because when I look at, let's just say your superior or your manager or whatever, when they call you for a conversation, or a specific conversation about work, or even in general, they try to plug you to a bunch of people around just to get to know everyone and get you to a certain level. It's because they see something in you, even though you are black. They don't see that, oh, this guy might be a sellout. No, they're like, This is someone who's about his shit, who's about his paper, who's about what he's about, and we're going to implement certain things, and we want your input on this. What does your brain have on this? They don't give two shits about, like, real money makers don't give a shit about your race. Yes, it'll play a part when you get too far up the ladder, but once you're still at the beginning stages and it's like, okay, cool, all right, if you're smart enough and you can do the shit, let's get it, let's make money, because at the end of the day we only care about money. Hey, if you're gonna be the face of BEE, look at that. Wow, 2 birds, 1 stone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm so tired of this narrative of, if someone or if your superior starts putting you in specific places just because of your work ethic and intelligence, and they do not show not even an ounce of your work ethic and intelligence, you're suddenly seen, or you're suddenly perceived as a coon or a sellout. And it's like, no, like, I sit here and I do my job and I shut the fuck up. I don't sit and wait for other people to, like, I hate lazy ass people.
You know, that's another thing, bro, that I hate about pro-blackism, right? Pro-blackism is a substitute for excellence a lot of the time. So what I mean by that is simply, you should get by on being black instead of being excellent. And this is such a point of conversation with black business, where, like, buy black. All right, I'll buy black. I don't mind buying black. I actually want black people to get right, because, by virtue, if every black person is all right and outstanding improves, then my life improves. Because when you meet people, it goes as far as your individuality until you talk to them. Like, when I meet someone, they just see my skin color and they're going to treat me like how I look, right? That's the only reason I want black people to get right, because it benefits me. But with this pro-blackism, it sometimes feels like a liability, because now I'm black, I need to accept shit service from you. Because, and I've noticed this so much at certain periods, like, man will, like, for example, like a cashier, right? A cashier. I don't have a problem with Umchita being like, oh, Sean Fitz Kambanjan. All right. But when it's a white guy of the same age, same whatever as me, you're like, oh, sir, how are you doing? And then to me, you're going to ease up like, oh, Sean Fitz Kambanjan. Why don't you be like, oh, bruv, what's up? What's good? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, why does he get that respect? We're at the same place. From what you can see, we're at the same place. Why does he get this extra respect? But me, it's like, I'm Chita.
And we expect it to always have some level of understanding just because we're the same race. No. If you're not going to provide quality to me, I will not pay for it. Plain and simple. I will buy your merchandise if your merchandise is dope, A, and B, if it's quality. If it's not, I'm not going to give you my money for free.
I think that stems from just, first of all, they try to group black people. No one groups Asian people. There's North Korean people, there are Chinese people, there are Taiwanese people. All these people are fucking different. You can't group them. You can't just say, oh no, they're just Asian. Because when you dismiss them as Asian, they're quick to say, no, I'm Chinese. They're quick to say, no, I'm Taiwan. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
but black people,
we don't have
like, the most racist.
That's the problem.
We're so racist, bro. Because you don't get into anything with slanted eyes in China. That's what black people just are in China. Yeah, for real though. Like, we call everybody, we just call everyone in China. We have
embedded,
man could be from North Korea.
We have embedded self-hate. Like, it's quite irritating, because if someone hears my accents, my English accents, when I'm speaking English, and they hear my accents, they're gonna be like, okay, cool, this person went to a private school. Oh, okay, I only went to a private school in tertiary, but okay, this person grew up in the suburbs or whatever. Cool, fine. But when I'm speaking English to a white person, my accent does not change. I still speak the way I speak. I don't like, no. I'm still speaking like this.
Yeah, totally. No, I hear you. I
still speak like this because this is how I speak, and I make sure to speak like this because I don't like flip-flopping for people and raising my voice higher. But I'm going to speak like this, and then they're still going to stare at me while I speak. It's like, bro, I was speaking this way before I even got to this person of another color or whatever. And now you look at me differently just because either a white person or an Indian or whatever's in front of me. And I'm still speaking English. It's like, why do we have so much self-hate? That's because, and I say it's self-hate because there's this one guy that I used to work with who always used to get so mad at me. Like, oh yeah, I'm sure your dad doesn't like the fact that you can speak English. I'm like, no, he's the one that kept me away from all my cousins that lived in the townships. He's the one that sent me to these schools. He's the one that told me no whenever my cousins from the townships wanted to take me places. I didn't understand then. I still don't understand it now because like my cousins are just my cousins. It's blood family. But my mom explained to me later and said it would say, listen, we worked to get you out for other people, including extended family, not to drag you in type thing. We don't want you to become a product of someone else's environment. The fact that you're in this environment, we're able to raise you in our box. The community, bro, in the suburbs, the community doesn't raise you. Your family raises you in the suburbs.
Shout your pops, shout your moms, bro. Same conversation I had with my oldest a couple years back. Yeah, shout, man. That's big.
Like in the suburbs, you get to raise your child how you want to raise. Your community doesn't raise your child in the suburbs. Kante, in the hood, they're like, it takes a community, it takes a village. But there are so many different self-destructive behaviors that we do to each other, where it's like, everyone is trying to make it out. Why send the child back in? I understand this thing of keeping in touch with your roots. Yes, we still go to our granny's house in the townships, our grandfather's houses in the townships. Completely understandable, because it's like, yes, as much as we did separate you, we don't want you to lose touch of who you are and where we came from. Like sometimes my dad would take us on a drive in his old neighborhood and be like, okay, cool, this was a road that I was scared to walk on because people used to sharpen their knives on these big ass stones. We have to learn where they come from. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I actually like that you said that. I like that you said that, because some people don't want to be honest about the wrong things or the shit that's fucked up in their neighborhoods. Like we don't want to be, we don't want to be, because here's my thing is most people, okay, let's just be honest. We as black people know who the fucking criminals are, but we'll just never talk. I get that it might be on some, I ain't snitching just because I ain't snitching, but it's also on a level of, when you hear, okay, let me just give you a scenario. When you hear that somebody has gone to the extent of raping, and you're still reserving that, like there's still that snitch mentality in your mindset. For me, there's a level that it reaches where it's like, even if you are black or whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking this kind of behavior just because you're black. No way.
Can we talk about this point about leaving the hood, right? Because I was having a conversation about that exact same thing, right? And I have it with my family from all over in different walks of life. Some of them in better neighborhoods than I am, and some of them not so much. But it's this common theme that people always look at people leaving the hood as there's like a one-sided, like, oh, you hate black people, you want to get away, you want to get closer to proximity to whiteness. Bro, no one ever talks about how jealous black people get when you start to get right in life, and how they try to make plans to make sure you don't get right. No one ever wants to talk about, sometimes you have to leave the hood for your safety, whether it's the hood, whether it's the villages or whatever. No one wants to talk about how people will set things in your way, and not even, okay, even if they don't set things in your way, how the energy is going to be different. Like when you start to come around to your friends, it's like,
bro, that's what I was saying to, like, with my bad to cut you, but that's what I was saying to referring to my former colleague who kept saying, oh, I'm sure your dad doesn't like English. He wants to be a screw so bad. He posts all these videos of hip hop, and he's a heavy hip hop head and all that shit, and uses the words like finna and all that shit, but he can't speak English that well. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't come from where I came from. So I see it's a self-hate and jealousy and mixed in one, because it's like you're not talking me down because I'm not doing something, or I'm not being revolutionary for black people or whatever, or I'm not sticking for black people. You're saying that because you want to be me. You want your kids to grow up in the suburbs.
Sensational.
That's exactly what Kanye said. You want to be me, bro.
Like you literally want to be me. You want to be
sensational.
You want to speak the way I speak. You want to be able to communicate in both English and Zulu, like the way I do. Like you want to be able to have that duality, and because it's like, in reality, other races treat us based on our accents, basically. Because if I had to walk in with someone who didn't speak like me, they'll treat them horribly compared to me. And me being a decent human being, I'd always try to bring this person, be like, no, also involve this person type thing. Not because they're black, but because as a human being would say, don't do that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
True.
But there's a source of envy.
I wanted to address what Bavaria said. Like, it's like, Remember what Kanye said when he said Jigga was like, when he was telling Jigga about the crabs in a barrel, and then Jigga was like, why would crabs be in a barrel? Why aren't they in the ocean? And that hit me because it was like, oh shit. Now that's why black people are envious. Because when the other crab manages to get out of the barrel that we were placed in, mind you, because naturally no crabs
the
would be
hoods,
in a
the
barrel.
hoods. Yeah.
Is the
Hoods
barrel,
not meant to be in
right?
the hood.
Naturally, we wouldn't be in that barrel. So when you come out of it, it's natural for them to be envious of you. But at the same time, I'd also beg to the question of why don't you just ask the motherfucker how they got out? It's that simple.
You know why? Do you know why? Do you know why, bro? Because this is also, as much as we can talk about this side, we can't not talk about the other side. It's a two-sided thing because a lot of people, once they're in our position, like suburbs, whatever, in like a better quality of life, they tend to separate themselves from other black people and become snooty and become coconuts and become. See, it's a two-sided thing. And this is why I'm saying we can't keep banging. Like we bang on the one side, but the other side is that niggas, once they get right in life, they start to feel different. And this is kind of like the problem with our politics in that you are here for the people. But when you get right, you now feel like you are above the people. So you abandon the very same people you were there to fight for. And this is my point. I just wish on both sides we could just say, you live different from me, but there's value in you. And you live different from me. Exactly. And we come together because we will never. See, black people need to understand. If we're all just from the townships, we're not going to make it. If we're all just from the suburbs, we're not going to make it. Our duality is what makes us strong. We have a plethora of tactics and views from different sides. I am in the boardroom with the white people. The white people are my friends. Not saying it like, oh, now they're my friends. I'm going to slit their throats from them. No, it's just like I have sort of nuances on cultures that you don't have exposure to. And a lot of black people who are from the hoods just have never seen a white person in their life or haven't had close proximity. So
bro,
that is
so true.
Yeah, it becomes this huge event. It becomes this huge event, whether positively or negatively. So when they see a white person for the first time, it's either he's going to kiss his ass or he's going to absolutely hate him and blame him for everything that's wrong in the world. So this is why I'm saying that this proximity thing is an issue. And on both sides, like there's many crabs that ask, how did you get out? And the nigga will be like, yeah, no, I'm special, I'm whatever. I can't tell you, boom, boom, boom. And then they want to, put them back down in the bucket.
Bro,
So,
like
at the same time, I can't blame those guys too. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I also can't blame them either because it's like it seems as if we make ourselves look better. It's like, no, we're just trained this way by our parents where you are actually from. Like our parents who got out said to us, hey, we don't want you to be like this. This is why we raised you in this neighborhood type thing. Because it's like how someone, the chick I was working with once called me a snob. I'm like, why am I a snob? She's like, because you don't talk to anyone. It's like, well, I'm an introvert. I don't fuck with anyone. I don't care what race you are. I just don't fuck with anyone. It's that simple. Like you see other people coming up to me and talking to me. I'll talk and then go sit by myself during lunch. There are multiple other races here, but I enjoy sitting by myself. Why? Because I just don't fuck with people. That's A. And B, I like the fact that you said this whole thing of nuances and understanding different cultures and us being more exposed to other people's cultures and way of living and all of that. Because there's also this thing of being able to relate to other people. I understand why our parents did this now. Because I don't want to take you to Japan and then have you going, yo, ha, 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 this is not for me. No, it's for you. It's for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's for you. I don't want us to go to the US and you saying, damn, all this shit and act like you don't deserve to be around this. Nah, you're supposed to be around this. It's supposed to be normal. It's not supposed to be new shit. Man. Yes, and maybe bigger. You can sit in awe, or you can sit and watch in awe and like, oh shit, look at this thing. But at the same time, you're supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be in these spaces. Because this is the world, this is the globe. There's no segregation. Yes, there's mental segregation, but there's no physical segregation at the moment. So now you deserve to be in these places where you see bigger and better things compared to the life that you live. Like I don't, like whenever someone calls me a snob, I just look at them, bro. Like that thing. Well, my bad to cut you, but that thing has never, like, me growing up in the suburbs. Always being called a coconut or whatever, it's never bothered me ever in my life because my parents explained to us from jump. They would say, hey, listen, we put you here for a reason. They explained to us from young, so it didn't bother me. I just look at them and be like, oh, okay. That's why it will never ever hurt my feelings ever.
You know what, bro? I wanted to say that on that bit about exposure, like a black person is always the one who's like, oh my gosh, oh wow, ooh, ah. It's like apartheid really did its job.
Yes.
In limiting the bounds that black people are exposed to. So when they finally get to see things, they're so amazed. And we laugh at it like, but like whatever. And this is what hurts me about sometimes, people from the lalis and abantu basemakaya, bro, is that a lot of times those people or people from the villages rather, a lot of times those people are taken for a puss because they just don't have exposure to things. And when you show them just the simplest of things that you take for granted, they're like, oh my gosh. It really saddens me, because the reason we're not competing is not because we are just naturally inferior. It's because we were just made to be. We were programmed. We were breeded to this point that we are. But yo, man, what a deep conversation. Jesus.
Before we chop that off, it's like I hear what you're saying especially in terms of sports and the Olympics. Simone Biles was, I think, the first black woman to win in gymnastics, golden gymnastics, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And there was also another swimming.
Infrastructure was not set up first, bro.
Exactly. We didn't have no swimming pools. There was a black woman that also won the first gold medal for swimming. Like this, we didn't have swimming pools. We didn't have all of this because we are naturally better athletes than every other race in the world. Naturally, we are better athletes. Yeah. And now I'm sure they also get irritated because we're segregated on purpose. They get irritated when we start winning gold, silver, and bronze in the Olympics and shit. It's like, no, we're just better athletes and we just didn't have the resources. Now that our parents are pulling us up of this shit, we are now creating the best bowlers in the world. We're now creating the best Africans, Zimbabwe and South Africans have the best Paralympic swimmers in the fucking world. You can't tell us shit. You can't tell us shit when it comes to Paralympic swimming. You know what I'm saying? Swimming in general, swimming, South Africans and swimming, Zimbabweans and swimming can't touch us. You know what I'm saying? Like, Flaps, not Phelps, Flaps in a show. You see him. But swimming, South African white people.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a lot of great athletes in the world, and besides track and field, but in the other avenues where black people never participated, we now have people representing us and they're winning now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And very lastly, it's like, I want to close this off by using an example that really pissed me off last year. When I come and bring weed to the homies and they're like, and I bring quality weed, and then they're just like, yeah, but I just like the ones that are from my neighborhood. No, nigga, that shit sucks. Smoke this shit. Yeah. This shit's better than your shit. It's better than that shit. You know it too. Man. Stop trying to pick up your shit just because it comes from where you come from. Try this new shit and realize that this shit is dope. And then be like, shit, bro, maybe I might actually go with this shit.
Bro, can I actually cap this one off like this, bro? We need to stop celebrating where we come from and start celebrating where we're treated best. We need to stop loving the hood when the hood doesn't love you. The hood loved you. The hood would be giving you all the opportunities for you to be safe, happy, and enjoy a high quality of life, but it doesn't do that. So when you leave the hood, you're not betraying anybody. You are interested in yourself. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. And with that,
sensational.
And with that, bro, swan dive. We're preaching straight out of the Bible. New sensational translation.
Sensational.
And with that,
sensational.
Gentlemen, I know we can close. I see violin cons.
Oh, let me quickly sing. Loa, loa. Now, loa, loa, loa. Loa, loa. Keep FW loa.
Oh, sensational. Nah, that was
sensational.
No, that was sensational. And you know what? You know what this was, you know what this is, and you know what it's always going to be, man. The world's most sensational podcast.
Sensational.
Let Me Mansplain Podcast, where everything goes, just as long as you can mansplain it, man. It was yours truly, Bavaria.
Wesley Sniper.
K.A.N.E.